also get a Shelton and McKinney. And of course, there is a growing football team as well where they inside McKinney. So what I want to know is apart from them few developments here, waiting Sport for Empowerment Foundation, they also look at, you know, particularly in a salon. Okay. 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 Wow. Impressive. exactly. So around the coaching course, the last time you update say forms send out, people can register and all. So far, I only update on registration progress and preparation as well. in all of this, how una partnership dey with stakeholders on the ground? Because for that, not say Bombali or McKinney gets only 5 people, e very disheartening. Noting the kind of way how football don dey grow na McKinney, and how a lot of other people don dey get interest into playing football and also getting involved. How collaboration don dey with the locals? Okay. Makes sense. I mean, the education is still open. Uh, Okay. Um, what are the conditions of registration? Maybe somebody who don't feel inspired by what they say, get in Fambo a coach, or maybe instead one start in coaching journey. What are the criteria? Okay. All right. So wetin are the registration cost? Okay. Okay. Uh, If I, if okay. Alright, it really makes sense. So wetin you have for left foot Fambolen? Because like I say, this platform always open for ensure say we continue to amplify the events of Sport for Environment Foundation because wetin they do, it just resonates with wetin this show dey for. This show, dey for amplify voices of people like una wey dey do extremely well, amidst the many challenges but na the type of it us for also inspire many people. So wetin you have for left foot Fambolen? Because I guess other guests dey wey line up. Okay. Okay. Sure. All right. So that's one. While I dey hope say una get a very inspiring, coaching course. One way go able help una for achieve una goals dem and for also continue for support salon football development, especially at grassroots level. One of the things where I want for really make clear before you dey go na the reality that with the advent of Sport for Empowerment Foundation, barely 2 years ago, We don't see a lot of transformation, and now there is a pool of academies coming to Sierra Leone. So in any ways, these are the many things we dey look forward to, and I want to say keep it up. You know, you are of course an inspiration to very many people. I don't get several testimony of people where they give you accolades from afar, and even when like you hosting on the show, feedback that we can come in now things and way very inspiring. So keep it up, don't give up amidst the many challenges, and of course, go hope for talk to you again, possibly before the course will begin, and go there for amplify the good things I do. Have a blessed day, and thank you very much for joining the show. All right. All right, thank you very much. In Desmond Payne, Desmond Payne happened to be, the chief executive officer and same also founder of in group we name, Sport for Empowerment Foundation Sierra Leone. Sport for Empowerment Foundation Sierra Leone. Now, now a group where they look forward for able develop picking them and same way so develop football na salon. And inside today's show, I get two guests them, and of course, two more guests for talk to, and those guests are Carlo Tasla and of course Big Moss. For those of you watching us from afar, welcome to Silent Talent Extra program. This show brings you exclusive gist around inspiring development ranging from sports, music, business, and a lot more. And in today's show, I've got my guy from the UK who is also joining us very shortly, Carlo Tesla. And of course, back home, we've got musician Big Moss, who is a very inspired singer. Big Moss has been into the music industry for a very long time, and he has been, putting together his beats to ensure that he takes Sierra Leone music to another level. I'll be joining Carlo and Big Moss very shortly, but let's see how I try to get them on board. So, for those of you we been on the follow Big Moss for a while now, Big Moss, like I said, a very talented singer, and he done the doing beats for able ensure say Salon music reach another level. I will talk to her shortly, and Carlo. I just try for able bring them on board in a bit. Meanwhile, let me enjoy this from Big Moss. They call this still eternity for una wey dey be lis ten am for the very first time. That's Big Moss. Big Moss. If I had a moment to talk about love, I would spend it all just talking about us. Let me borrow just a second of your time, 'cause I wanna tell you how I feel deep down inside of me. I try to pretend that I can walk away from you and bury all the fact that I've been dreaming of you. No wonder why I'm scared, 'cause you were so beautiful enough to be my boo. Almost and now I'm crashing. Don't know how it happened, 'cause every time I think of you, I sleep up in my couch. The shit is so disgusting, trippy and exhausting. I run away from love, I look at what it really cost me. Oh girl, you fine. I want you to be mine, and I'll be yours till eternity. Oh girl, you fine. I want you to be mine
till eternity. You got a woman, a special kind of woman, special kind of woman. Makes a man go tingle, ting-a-ling-a-ling. I wouldn't stop thinking about you even for a minute. I love to call it juicy, cause that's the way I see it, girl. When I say you mean the world to me, baby girl, I mean it. Ooh, girl, I mean it. Just like the first nights, we always on a rush. I can't even imagine how to do my first touch. Oh, baby, tell me, would you scream? I want to know I'm crashing. Don't know how it happened, cause every time I think of you, I sleep up in my couch. The shit is so disgusting, creepy and exhausting. I run away from love, I look at what it really cost me. Oh, girl, you fool. I want you to be mine, and I'll be yours till eternity. Oh, girl, you fine. I want you to be mine till eternity.
All right, that's Big Moss. I mean, the song where I play, now song where Big Moss don't do for very, very long time, but it sounds fresh, yeah? All right. That's it. I know be just one take, but put them for introduce Big Moss. As somebody we done into the music industry for a while, not to new school, by the way. I mean, very many people, maybe can still feel say Big Moss na in new school. Big Moss na one of the most consistent musicians as alone. That music I play na a song we do almost 5 years now, and interesting for note say it's still not lost in value. It's always sound to hear, and it would take only somebody we know good music for able of course detect say that song is one that was sung by Sarah Leone. I mean, Big Moss, welcome to the show. All right, it's a pleasure for getting one another show, and of course, inside today's show, I get like I say, I get a lineup of guests there. Three important guests: Desmond Payne from the Netherlands, Carlo Tesla from the UK, and of course, Big Moss from Sierra Leone. Carlo Tesla, of course, now a colleague journalist in based now the UK, and of course, it don't it do in second book, and it will premiere am very soon. But then it became for come and talk around the premiering plan and same way to talk around the concepts a bit and try for relate am to the African culture. But here I get a musician Big Moss, somebody we they into the music scene for a while now. He don't stay consistent from hit to hit. You know, I just play on Until Eternity, a song where he do some almost 5 years ago. And of course, if I play Vanessa now, we're almost less than a year older, then of course, I go really feel the magic of this musician. Big Moss, inside today's show, I just want for taste followers them for let them know a bit about you because I really want for dedicate a whole edition to you. We talk around the music career, and can officially premiere Conky. So today we're not the premiere Conky, I still a keeper. The only thing I go do for people them, I go send them link to your social media handle so they go check you out and possibly go dedicate a very special edition to you where the entire show na me and you two, go talk around your career, go talk around your music, your latest songs, them and all. But inside today's show, I just want for let me talk around your latest stride where you do for jump into the Kush sensitization. We understand say Kush don't they ravage Africa now and other parts them. But lately you do a song where like a Kush song. I just want make you allow me very shortly so I will bring this song to people them. They will come and talk around. They will come and talk around waiting inspire you for do that and a few other things around that particular development day. So I just try for bring up the Kush freestyle where of course I know say na a freestyle, but na one of the things wey very impactful. While I dey try for bring the song Big Must, tell we first wetin inspire that move there for do that push freestyle. Okay. Um, Good venture, despite of course it is bill, there is a pay bill behind it. But I feel say for the fact that they think about big moss, they recognize say you get a huge followership and of course you get something for offer, not to only musically but also to societal development. So in brief, what do you want to tell people wey affected by the push or other people wey maybe sef don dey follow the drama around am, primarily around keeping themselves safe from the drug. Okay. Um, I mean, I understand the facts around youth being very useful, like how you say. But hold on, hold on. While I dey try for bring the cool song, I just want try for bring the attention of listeners then and other people that really view it from afar around this very important collaboration we be do with one of Sierra Leone's finest singer, we na Jakey Jake, you know. He say money fits me. Let me take money fits me and see how we move on from there before I try to bring the snippets of the push song.
Bruce Empire. Aha! On the beat is too. Okay. Mademony. Harmony. Check, 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 check. Big Mas, walai, I must make them before I die. Walai, I make this money. I know my for selling me one yai. Walai, I must make them before I die. Walai, I make this money. I know my for selling me one yai. See, I don't go. Hey, don't baku, the funny, not small. Waiting me for you, and they use me like a tool. I feel a fool, Baba look me for the last time. I did beg, no let me go. Money, yeah, money sweet. Money, ah, money fit me. Money, yeah, money sweet. Money, ah, money fit me. Ah, when money not there, you marry us now. Wahala at you. When money not there, you party them go neglect you at you. Your family go reject you at you. When money not there, even that war baby not go want you. Money, is you big most of it at all. Yeah. But no matter if you go fail 'em. Wait till man tell you. Money not the roots of evil, but why pastor wants some? If money are the roots of evil, well, this roots here who that plant some. All can we want the cup boy, like blood money, we they want some. Party, not a pound money, na money make me say, basta scatter. Aspire, mula, sweet, no me money for long by booyah street. Na money make old granny sweep street, money go make banker baby shit. Yeah, work on dollar them, self cat runs, lawyer them, get the tweets for all of them, make noise, passport to cover them. Wake it like a sabali. Yeah, every man then go well. Like pity we come out bad. Yeah, that's how we go live well. The day me market them, bank I go cut me money so and as well. Yeah, I don't baku. I don't baku. The funny, not small. Waiting me for you, but they use me like a tool. I feel a fool. Baba look me for the last time. I did not let me go. Money, yeah, money sweet. Money, ah, money fit me. Money, yeah, money sweet. Money, ah, money fit me. Ah, when money not there, you marry those now wahala at you. When money not there, you party them go neglect you at you. When money not there, your family go reject you at you. When money not there, even that war baby not go want you.
All right, money. Big Boss and Jakey Jake. Of course, I deliberately play money because Big Boss say no mind for selling YI. So I don't know if you don't get by. All right, all right, all right. I mean, I feel that reality. So Big Boss, you don't do a lot of collaboration with a lot of other people. I really don't want to spill the beans today because I believe say the very special edition wey I get for dedicate to you go talk around all of that development day. But I still dey try for connect the dots now, make I make let people dem feel the make dem feel just a bit of that you freestyle wey you do around the kush. And of course na something wey I feel say anybody wey not lis ten am it but go come and feel the kind of way you do that freestyle, of course go like am. And Now, because of that singular reason, make I want to for bring on board because I dey also try for establish contact with my guy, Carlo Tesla, all the way from the UK, where same way so self could join me soon. Um, Big Boss, I want let you talk to your fans them because this live, honestly, even though you're not one of the guests, but you get a lot of your fans that will be don't dey anticipate for what you interview. And this very moment, they still dey with me. A few of them still dey watch the live. You know, talk to them first in few minutes as I try for bring the push freestyle quick to them. All right. Big Moss still dey with me, and then I dey try for bring am on board for let a talk around um, for let talk around for let address him fans them in a bit because I dey bring the Inkush freestyle very shortly. Meanwhile, I'm also trying to establish contact with the other guest, who is Carlo Tesla, all the way from the UK. Carlo, by the way, is is Carlo, by the way, is a colleague who is also a journalist who is doing extremely well. And Carlo has written his first book and is working on the second book, which will be out very shortly. In today's show, Carlo will be coming talk around to talk around how prepared he is and how far he has gone to premiering that important book, which shed light on Cristiano Ronaldo. He will come to explain better, as I firmly believe he has got a lot for those that are following his trade. But of course, I don't get Big Moss back inside the building. Big Moss, before that, I be just a try for say, let you talk to your fans them. Maybe don't they anticipate forget you. Honestly, this live, now you get them because your fans them be then I mean comment section, they make them very clear, say, hey, we want for listen to Big Moss interview, we want watch the interview and all that. So talk to them in a bit. Talk to them in a bit as I try for bring the push snippet to them, and in a
Okay.
bit, yeah.
Okay. Of course, Big Moss don't go through a lot ever since made up this decision for become a musician at this part of the world. We know the kind of country where we find ourselves, and we know say whenever it comes to entertainment, we don't dey struggle for quite too long now. And for we take up this venture for ensure say we able earn a living out of it. It really challenging for we. Imagine somebody as young as myself, with all the struggles around, I still they get me songs recorded, I they get them premiered and promoted. I they get videos played on television, national televisions. It's really very challenging. I just want for like commend the one that we don't they support me throughout this course because it really not easy. Those things are hard sometimes. It's very difficult getting the data for always they stay glued to waiting big much they do and waiting big much to put out there. So for me, I think it's love, and if really and then continue in this direction, we will definitely get there soon.
Okay.
And of course, say me always they ensure say I put out something classic out there for the fans. We don't just follow big most, from day one. There's no bad song. I always try to learn from whatever content we have put out there and make sure say the next one is better than the first or the latter and all of that. So anybody really follow big most when it comes to dropping songs, I'm always there. I'm always I always ready for the best out there and make sure say people are excited and you know what, we don't develop singles ever since I left Jupiter's in 2020. I've been on the develop a lot of singles, a lot of videos, we get nominations, and the call for an album will come late last year. People then say, all things they drop single, we want to get an album now. So we said we will spend 1 2 hours and listen just big most. So late last year, I've been decided for like go back to the studio and put out an album. So I started recording in December.
Okay.
and then finally I've been conclude inside February.
Okay.
So inside February I've been conclude the recording of me Boy from Salon album. We my first album where I don't put out there. We been released successfully inside March this year, and since the release of the album, we've been doing out a certain plan. We set when the team around me, we've been doing out a certain promotion plan. Say, we first of all engage in a nationwide radio tour. So we touch all the major towns and salon with the album, and shall say all the DJs and radio stations then get out. So that was successful. Of course, it will take me 1 month for me to do that tour. And from the top, we always promise the fans so we bring some visuals from the album. And that also we'll be able to shoot Vanessa, we'll be shoot like Comantin, and currently we also they shoot about 2 videos that will be released very soon. So that one be inside the package. Now the call from the fans. You know, say the fans always when they give them things where make sense, they will continue for they ask for more. So
All right.
that
Yeah.
people want for people.
Exactly. And I know say a lot of other things they at the pipeline and are very aware of that reality today. But just for keep 'em brief because of course, like I say, I need for dedicate a whole edition to you for the singular reason that in all of what you dey do, you also don dey inspire the next generation. I know what your next icon show will come up, inside November. That na something I go reserve for the next edition. Where, of course, I go host you, go talk extensively about your career and all of that. I finally don't succeed for get the I finally don't succeed. Forget the anti-Kush song where the snippet. By the way, because I want to be correct as you put them. The snippet
Yeah.
where you been share with we for like of course we self benefits from the advocacy way you don't decide for do in collaboration with one organization wey dem sef dey behind Global Foundation Network wey dem sef dey behind development on dem anti-kush. So let me listen to am before I try for get my next guest as well.
All the country in Alaki wey dem dey go talk say Tinti Anga Tin Kushwe man dey
All right.
this Kushwe man dey call leak so. Yeah. Say they can get a nice. Forget about all the country in Alaki wey dem dey go talk say Tinti Anga Tin not Anga trouble dem not give it school not see better thing. I mean, they can't stress myself and problem we begin 1961. I get a nice year. Wow. It's not easy. Oh. Swaron Jacka, the conk man there now. So, here, to Chris man, they can Chris so. Here, this year. Enjoyment beaucoup par this thing. Eh? Jack Wamba. When I enter, the conk man there. Ajila. Man, salon sweet. Nothing no more than this country.
Me leg, where me leg.
I did it sky on the beat.
Aye. Bye. Okay. Baby, tune. Big us. Allez, Chris, allez, Cordon, made it done, baby. Okay, hold me, hold me on, cause the way I dey feel now, I swear I be one, as I take on, so I know the feel for it, on me body they shake, but me heart's not sweet, my body no more, but this thing are not good for mortal man, I dey beg, let me stop this, if you wish for see, you better one, the head from me soul, I me know how I dey feel, and they say, where I go, they say I'm not sober, on me talk about to matter right down on me head to me soul. I me know how I feel and it's where I go to say I'm not sober. On me talk about to matter. Ooh, why, baby, let for the take cushion. I, baby, let for the take cushion. I, yeah, let for the take cushion. I me, baby, let for the take kush. Kush, every day, doctor they talk say kush the damage the system. Yeah, we know say the country in mourner, but this not all the right way for solve You get to feature na hands, so not spoke with Now for thing but to health and the progress one.
I for think but to health and the progress one. That's it. That's it. That's the message from Big Moss. Big Moss, that was a solid one. I just dey wonder how the full song go dey. If the snippet, gets this kind of message in a bit. I dey wonder how the full set go dey. Big Moss, I mean, I know say maybe you go like for share plans on when the full snippet of that anti-kush song go come on.
Okay, like I've been telling you, the two network organization that come together, the global network and the RAS anti-push movement. So I'm the first time for them actually. I know to know waiting at the plans after the recording of the song and the shooting of the video. But within I understand from the discussion, so we get even through the negotiations that they get an entire movement where they want to launch in December this year, Salon Naya. We not only get for cater for the push situation now, but anything we get to surround the harmful use of drug, So like for them, that's one for put mechanism in place and then see how we will come out to the public in grand style. So I'm sure whatever is going around the release of the song, whatever is going around the release of the song, they will definitely they can try to put plans together. And then when they're ready, they will get back to me, and that is when I'm going to inform the public about the release of the songs.
Okay. Right. I want to extend my thanks and appreciation to you for really show up at the show, and of course, I will also want for tell you fans them plenty thank you because you fans them they actually don't they wait for come and talk to you, you know. And we don't make a very clear one for talk to Big Moss, one say Big Moss, I mean a Big Moss interview with for. Of course, I want for promise and say you go come na a very special edition where go come up na the next possibly the next edition, maybe or the one after that one day, for let you come and talk extensively around that development day. So by way of going, let me not kill the culture of Big Moss. Give you one short a cappella before you give your final message.
Okay, a cappella. Well, I don't know which one for the song that you go higher, because you carry away you let conky.
I really want to keep Conky. Give me Vanessa. I really want to keep Conky because we not premiere it. Now the next show, we really go premiere Conky, and same way so try for talk around the next music star project, and then of course talk around the career,
Exactly.
and I will play extensively your songs that people never listen to. So for now, just give me freestyle from Vanessa or any favorite song, but please not church Conky because I will let people wait for Conky. Now we next show where they will come in and get a bit of them.
Okay, not bad. All right, so we go with Vanessa.
All
Yeah.
right.
Okay. Kilimanjaro, baby, you know, Kilimanjaro. Me, I go call you Vanessa, yeah. Baby, I go call you Vanessa, baby, cause me, I don't send them, All right.
We don't send them. We don't send them because so if you ever get, I mean, a lot of this definitely you need for join we next interview with Big Moss. Big Moss, plenty thank you again for you take it time for Canada show. Have a blessed night, and continue for stay blessed.
Stay blessed. You'll see. Thank you very much.
All right. Well, I did talk to Big Moss. And now I will try forget Carolo.
Okay. Big Moss. Kilimanjaro. Baby, you know, Kilimanjaro. Me, I go call you Vanessa. Ah, baby, I go call you Vanessa, baby. Cause me, I go send them no, I go send them no. Me, I go call you Vanessa, baby. Kilimanjaro. Baby, you my Kilimanjaro. Shitty me to eat him on. Shitty me to wear along. Shitty me to eat him on. The first touch I was let loose. Now only you me hot juice. The one with the wish we pass out and confused. They let them feed me with jumper while I go refuse. You know rather that chicken for you I land confused. Me now old shoot and love. I get the real classics with all the man's track. It's the must be the magic. Baby, baby, yeah. Ooh, na, na, na. Make it, yeah. Baby, you know me, I ain't settled for less. So come a little closer, come give me a piece, give me my miss. So what's up with the caution? You know, so when we pull up on you, make it really easy. I'll call you Vanessa. Hey, baby, I go call you Vanessa, baby. Cause me, I'm not send them no, I'm not send them no. Me, I go call you Vanessa, baby. Kilimanjaro. Baby, you my Kilimanjaro.
All right, all right, all right.
Me, I go call you Vanessa. Hey, baby, I go call you Vanessa, baby. I send them no, I send them no. I send them no. I go call you Vanessa, baby. Kilimanjaro. Baby, you my Kilimanjaro.
All right. From Big Moss, we going to the UK to talk to the next guest, who is Carlo Tesla. Apologies that I could not have Carlo on the live broadcast, but of course, I'll be having him here, and I am hopeful that you will also be able to have his voice as we chat around his development. Carlo, good evening or good morning, good afternoon, depending on where you join us from. Well, all right, it's honestly a pleasure having you. So just a minute. So those of you that are viewing us, please let me know if you're hearing the sound, if you're getting the sound well, because I'm really just trying to patch things up here because I've been having a few challenges in trying to get my man from the UK. So just like I've told you earlier, Carlo is of course a journalist who is based in the UK. But of course, he'll come and tell us a bit about himself in a jiffy, and we'll also be talking about his artistic development. I told you, Carol is also an author. He has written a book already, and he's also writing his second book at the moment. He's coming to tell us about that book in a bit, and then talk about publication plans and how all of you can access it. I can attest his first book, gave us a lot of insights around sport development. And this one, I promise you, will be better from what I've discussed earlier with Carlo. So, Carlo, in a bit, for my viewers and other people watching you from afar, kindly tell them in a brief who is this amazing guy. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. All right. Um, what is to be expected? That is truly uh, an added value apart from what you've said that will be in the book. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Football. Yeah. Okay. Okay. All right. I mean, are you also very concerned about the possibility of that particular niche growing and also, reaching those who are not football enthusiasts, but individuals who are ready to read content? Because a few contents of your last book, I read, left me very amazed. So are you concerned about expanding the niche? No. If you are targeting them as well, and I mean, just to let them know how rich it is for them to also get the content from the book. Yeah. Mhm. Yeah. All right. And when is the expected date of publication? Okay. Okay. Oh, perfect. Okay. Okay. And I mean, will you mind to also share maybe expected price and how the book can be accessed when it is published? Okay. Yeah. Okay. Um, can you please maybe share? Because one of the reasons why I have decided to bring you on Silent and Extra program is because even though you are living far away from Sierra Leone, you are doing a very amazing job, and you could be an inspiration to very many people from across the world, including those that have been very consistent in following my show back home and from afar as well. What they are doing is unique. I mean, it's hard, it's difficult, but you are pulling all of those things to ensure that you stand tall as a journalist. You are navigating into the world of writing, as an author, which is fairly amazing, and I think very many people, will be interested to also follow suit. But let's do a reference from some of the lessons you learned, with your first book, and I mean, those pitfalls or those successes you want to capitalize on, or things you would love to improve, differ from your first book. Yeah. Okay. And what are those challenges, that you encountered with your first book that you are hoping to correct with the second book? Yes. What are those challenges, that surfaced when you publish your first book that you are hoping to fix with the second book you are almost? Okay. Okay. Um, Carol, what more would you love to share in this very interview? No, yeah, sure, sure. No, sure, sure. Definitely, that is assured. And once the publication date is near, we'll definitely have to have a chat around it on the same platform, hopefully. And once it's published as well, we'll have a chat around it, because in our next discourse, hopefully, before the book is published, I want you to come and shed light around how this particular book will help sport development generally, and how it will also inspire the current generation of footballers. Because Ronaldinho's era is gone. Now Cristiano Ronaldo is still there, and possibly in the next decade he will not be anymore. But here is what you've documented all of what has happened with these guys. So that in itself is amazing, and I'll look forward to chatting with you again around that very important discourse. All right, Carol, thank you very much for your time. To All right. Of course, is Carol Tesla, and of course, a colleague based in the UK. He is from Croatia, and he's a very amazing guy. And I'm sure all of you have heard him speak, and he has got some amazing, package for all of you in his book coming. Beyond Cristiano Ronaldo. By the title of the book, it speaks volume, and I'm sure it is, but very important you guys keep an eye on him. If you are a lover of reading and you love to have a feel of Carol's artistic work, I will encourage you to go check out his first book on Amazon. Just type Carol Tesla, and definitely you'll see his name popping up on Amazon together with his book. You can even easily reach out to him when you type his name on Google. Just type Carol, Karol, Carol, and you also try to type Tesla, which is his surname. Like I said, he's an amazing guy. He's a colleague who has been very supportive, and he's very brilliant, I can say, and a testament of that reality is what is expected in his second book he's writing. So go check him out, and feel free to also share his stuff, and look forward to joining us in his next interview on the space, because before the book is published, like he has promised, I'll be having him, and once the book is also published, I'll also have him to talk around it. It's been a very nice evening. For those of you watching us from afar, it's been a very nice morning and night, from the Twist and Turn Sarah Lynn Talent Live Extra program. Of course, remains the first anti-fake news, misinformation, and malinformation show from this continent. It's a show that looks forward to amplify voices of the voiceless. It's a show that anticipates to always bring to listeners, the very stories that matter, stories that gives you enough insight about, what many other people are doing, whether from near or from afar. And this show also, hold it to bearers to account. It's an edutainment, entertainment show that has in itself um a number of other virtues. While we hope to combat fake news, misinformation, malinformation in Sierra Leone and beyond, amplifying the voices of the voiceless is also what we stand for. I want to extend my sincere thanks to the sponsor of the show, who is Mr. Sergeant Banga, the current Vice President of the Sierra Leone Association of Journalists, who happens to be the Chief Executive Officer and the Managing Editor of Northern Times newspaper. And to my partners, Ideal Graphics, of course, CEO Mohamed Di Maria Jallo, who is doing our graphic work, and to Anointing Peak Studio, our other partners, and of course, Eagle Record CEO as well, who is Engineer Redwine, and to my amazing team at Awi Media Sierra Leone, AR Wilson Entertainment, and to every other person that have been supporting this show, and to my amazing viewers and listeners. Keep following the show, keep staying true, and wish you a very lovely night. See you again next week, and don't forget that it is us that have to make Sierra Leone. So come, let's make Sierra Leone and the world a better place.
Sierra would have witnessed piquancy and they can find for who picked no place like home. Sierra Leone is home. It no matter who you be, no matter who side you come out to. As long as you're Sierra Leone, gotta be made salon. It no matter who you be, no matter who side you come out to. As long as you're Sierra Leone, gotta be made salon. Whether big or small, make we learn sense. Make we big sense. Whether big or small, make we learn sense. For what in the BT make we big sense. Salona we all know. ma. But salon we to be get so we stand for. But salon we get bad and so. But salon we no let we stand for. Congo sa, Bobula salon, we should be just back na salon. Some go find you inside the eat. You gotta self go stabbing on your back. Your sister go turning back for you. Some go while you say the east. Your best friend go be you pass a babu. You gotta self go stabbing on your back. Your sister go turning back for you. Alone, now we country. Now we next alone. Whether you there, you there, over here, now we country. Now we next alone. Salon, now we country. Now we next alone.